Lullaby Star, the ship made of music. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town nestled between rolling hills and a vast, starry sky, there lived a girl named Lily. She was no ordinary girl. She had the most wonderful gift. She could hear the music of the stars. Every night, when the world grew silent and the sky turned dark, Lily would sit by her bedroom window, watching the stars twinkle above. But what she loved most was the sound that came with them, a gentle, dreamlike melody that filled the night with magic. It wasn't just any music, it was the song of the Lullaby Star, a ship made entirely of stardust and melody. The Lullaby Star sailed across the sky, carrying notes of the sweetest tunes. Wherever it passed, its music drifted down like silver threads, weaving soft dreams for children all over the world. Some nights, the melody sounded like the hum of a mother's lullaby. Other nights, it was as playful as a flute dancing on the wind. But no matter the tune, it always brought warmth and comfort. Lily never missed its voyage. As soon as the first notes filled the air, she would close her eyes and listen, letting the music carry her away. One evening, as she climbed onto her windowsill, she felt an excitement bubbling inside her. The night was clear, the moon hung high, and the stars shimmered like tiny bells. "Tonight's song will be beautiful," she whispered to herself. She pulled her blanket tight around her shoulders and waited. Minutes passed. The sky remained quiet. Lily's brows furrowed. The Lullaby Star was never late. She listened harder, trying to catch even the faintest whisper of a tune. But there was nothing. No music, no hum, not even the soft chime of a single note. She stood up, gripping the windowsill. "Something's wrong," she murmured. Her heart pounded. What if the ship was lost? What if its music was... Suddenly, a voice floated through the night. It was not a song, but a whisper, a breath of wind curling around her ears. "The music is gone." The voice sighed. Lily gasped. "Who's there?" The wind swirled around her, lifting a strand of her golden hair. "The Lullaby Star's notes. They have been stolen." "Stolen?" Lily's eyes widened. "By who?" A gentle breeze swept through the trees, rustling the leaves. "By a mischievous wind, a restless spirit of the sky. It grew jealous of the ship's song and carried the notes away, scattering them across the heavens." Lily's hands clenched into fists. "But without its music, the ship can't sail," the breeze whispered sadly. "And without the ship's song, children will have no dreams tonight." Lily's heart ached at the thought. She pictured her little brother, Finn, tossing and turning in his crib, waiting for a melody that would never come. She imagined all the children in her town, staring at the dark sky, wondering why their dreams hadn't arrived. Number she couldn't let that happen. Lily took a deep breath and looked up at the endless sky. The stars twinkled like tiny lanterns, but without the Lullaby Star's song, they felt silent, lonely. "I have to help," she said firmly. The wind curled around her in surprise. "You?" "Yes!" Lily stepped back from the windowsill, her mind racing. "I'll find the stolen notes and return them before bedtime. The ship needs its music, and the children need their dreams." The wind hesitated, then let out a small, thoughtful hum. "It will not be easy, little one. The notes are scattered far and wide." "I don't care," Lily said, her voice strong. "Tell me where to find them." The breeze swirled faster, lifting leaves and petals into the air. "You will need help and a way to travel the sky." Lily glanced around her room, searching for something, anything that could take her to the stars. Then she spotted something glimmering in the corner, A soft, silver thread dangled from the night sky, swaying gently in the wind. She reached out and touched it. Warmth spread through her fingertips. The moonbeam ladder. The wind whispered, "A bridge between earth and sky. Climb it, and you shall reach the stars." Lily grinned. "Then there's no time to waste." She wrapped her hands around the glowing thread and pulled herself up. Step by step, she climbed higher, leaving behind her little bedroom, the sleepy town, and the quiet world below. The stars twinkled brighter, welcoming her into the sky. And so, with courage in her heart and a promise on her lips, Lily began her journey to save the Lullaby Star's song. Lily climbed higher and higher, her fingers grasping the shimmering moonbeam ladder. Below her, the town faded into a sea of soft shadows, and above her, the sky stretched wide, filled with countless stars. A cool breeze swirled around her, carrying the whispers of the night. Finally, she reached the top of the ladder and found herself standing on a cloud, its surface soft and cool beneath her bare feet. The sky around her was quiet, too quiet. The Lullaby Star. Once a glowing ship of melodies, now drifted silently among the stars. Its sails, woven from silver strings, hung limp, and its hull, usually humming with music, was still. Lily's heart clenched at the sight. The ship looked lost, like a bird without its song. Just then, a small gust of wind swirled beside her, forming into a tiny, shimmering figure. It had no solid shape, only a swirl of silver mist that danced around her in the air. "You have come," it whispered. Lily nodded. "I have to help the Lullaby Star." "You said the notes were stolen?" The little wind swirled sadly. "Yes, the mischievous Windian took them and scattered them across the sky. Without them, the ship cannot play its music, and the children below will have no dreams." "Then I'll find them," Lily said firmly. The wind hesitated. "The notes are hidden in different places, caught in the sky's wonders. Finding them will not be easy." Lily took a deep breath. "Tell me where to start." The wind hummed for a moment before whispering, "The first note is trapped inside a playful comet's tail. It streaks across the sky, laughing as it spins and twirls, refusing to slow down." Lily looked up and gasped. A golden comet shot through the sky in dazzling loops, its tail trailing behind it like a ribbon of light. Tiny sparks flickered within it, and among them, a single, glowing musical note shimmered. "How do I catch it?" Lily wondered. The little wind giggled. "Comets love games. Challenge it to a race, and it may slow down for you." Lily cupped her hands around her mouth and called, "Hey, Comet! I bet I can catch you." The comet slowed just slightly, as if intrigued, then twirled in a spiral. A faint, playful laugh echoed from it. "If you can, little star chaser, then try," it called back. Lily took a deep breath and leaped into the sky, the wind rushing around her. The comet zigzagged ahead, darting left and right, but Lily kept her eyes locked on the glowing note tangled in its tail. She reached out, her fingers brushing against the shimmering light. The comet let out a playful laugh. "Almost," Lily grinned. She wasn't going to give up. She pushed herself forward, feeling lighter than air, and with one final stretch, she caught the note. It pulsed in her palm, humming softly. The comet twirled again, its laughter warm. "Well done, little star chaser. May your journey be bright." With that, it streaked away into the distance. Lily smiled, tucking the note safely in her pocket. One down, more to go. She turned back to the little wind. "Where's the next one?" The wind swirled around her excitedly. The second note is hidden in a sleepy cloud. It got tangled in the mist and forgot to wake up. Lily followed the wind to a small, fluffy cloud floating lazily in the sky. It was soft and drowsy, shifting gently as if in a dream. She leaned close and whispered, "Hello, little cloud. Have you seen a lost musical note?" The cloud yawned, a soft mist curling from its edges. Yes? It tickled me and made me sleepy. I think it's hiding inside me." Lily giggled. "May I have it back?" The cloud hesitated. "Only if you wake me up first." Lily thought for a moment, then smiled. She took a deep breath and blew a gentle, warm breeze toward the cloud. The mist around it swirled and the cloud shivered. "Oh, that tickles!" it giggled, wiggling in the air. With a soft pop, the second glowing note floated free from the cloud's mist. Lily caught it and tucked it safely beside the first. "Thank you," she said. The cloud stretched and drifted higher, fully awake now. "Good luck, little star chaser." Lily turned to the little wind. "Where's the last note?" The wind twirled excitedly. "The final note is trapped in a twinkling star's light." "But stars don't let go of their treasures easily." Lily looked ahead. A bright star shimmered in the distance, its light glowing warmly. She knew this final note would be the trickiest to collect, but she was ready. With the first two notes safe in her pocket and determination in her heart, she set off toward the star, knowing that the on Lullaby Star ours was counting on her. Lily floated higher into the sky, the cool night air wrapping around her like a soft embrace. The two glowing notes she'd already collected hummed gently in her pocket, filling her with hope. Now, only one remained, the note trapped in a twinkling star's light. She turned her gaze toward the brightest star in the sky. Its golden glow flickered rhythmically, as if it were humming a secret melody to itself. The little wind that had guided her so far swirled beside her. "This is the most stubborn note of all," the wind whispered. "Stars hold on tightly to anything that falls into their light. You will have to convince it to let go." Lily nodded. "Then I'll just have to find the right way to ask." As she drifted closer, the star shimmered and pulsed, its glow surrounding her in warmth. She could see the missing note nestled deep within its light, flickering like a tiny ember. "Hello, shining star," Lily called gently. "I am looking for a lost musical note. I think it's trapped inside your glow." The star twinkled in response, its golden light flickering in soft waves. Then a deep but gentle voice filled the air. "The note belongs to the sky now," the star said. "It adds to my sparkle, and I do not wish to part with it." Lily bit her lip, thinking. She couldn't simply take the note. The star had to give it up willingly. "But the Lullaby Star needs it," she explained. "Without this note, it cannot play its song, and children everywhere will be without sweet dreams tonight." The star flickered thoughtfully. "The sky is vast, and dreams are many. Why should I give up my treasure?" Lily smiled softly. "Because music is meant to be shared. A song locked away is like a bird with no sky to fly in. The Lullaby Star's melody is what helps the night feel safe and warm. If you let the note go, you won't lose your sparkle. You'll become part of something even greater." The star pulsed brighter, as if considering her words. Then, after a long pause, it sighed. A gentle musical sound that filled the air like the first note of a lullaby. "You are wise, little one," the star said. "You are right. Music is meant to be shared." With a final twinkling shimmer, the star released the glowing note. It floated gently toward Lily, like a golden leaf drifting on the wind. She reached out and caught it, feeling its warmth dance across her fingertips. "You have done well," the star murmured. "May the sky always sing with your kindness." "Thank you," Lily said, holding the final note close. "And don't worry, you will still shine just as beautifully." With all 3 notes safely in her pocket, she turned to the little wind. "We have them all!" "Now, we must hurry back to this lullaby star before bedtime." The wind whirled around her excitedly. "Hold on tight!" With a sudden gust, Lily was lifted through the sky, soaring past constellations and drifting clouds. The stars twinkled in encouragement as she sped toward the silent ship. As they arrived, Lily gasped. The Lullaby Star looked even weaker than before. Its sails drooped, and its glow had dimmed to a soft, fading light. Without its music, it could not sail much longer. She hurried forward, standing at the ship's bow. Carefully, she reached into her pocket and pulled out the 3 glowing notes. They pulsed in her palm, eager to return to their melody. Taking a deep breath, she lifted them into the air. "Go home," she whispered. The notes shimmered and rose, twirling like fireflies. As soon as they touched the ship's silver sails, a deep, resonant hum filled the air. The ship shivered, then let out a single, sweet note, a melody that grew richer and fuller with each passing second. The sails lifted, glowing brighter than before. The ship trembled, then with a burst of golden light, it sank. A wave of beautiful music spread across the sky, weaving through the stars and drifting down to the earth below. Soft, dreamy melodies wrapped around sleeping children, filling their nights with warmth and wonder. Lily closed her eyes, listening to the restored. As Lily floated downward, the music of the Lullaby Star wrapped around her like a soft, glowing ribbon. The night air was cool and gentle, and the stars above twinkled in gratitude. The little wind that had guided her swirled beside her, humming along with the ship's restored melody. "You did it," the wind whispered. "The Lullaby Star is whole again, and the dreams of children will be filled with music once more." Lily smiled, watching as the ship sailed across the sky, its silver sails shimmering with every note it played. Below, the town lay quiet, each house glowing with the warmth of sleep. The once empty night was now filled with gentle melodies, and Lily felt a sense of peace settle in her heart. As she drifted toward her window, the little wind swirled close. "You have been very brave, Lily. Not many would chase comets, wake sleeping clouds, and convince stars to share their light. You have saved the night's music." Lily landed softly on the edge of her bed, the glow of her adventure still tingling in her fingertips. She turned to the wind with a sleepy but happy grin. "I wasn't alone. You helped me find the way." The wind laughed softly, curling around her like a whisper. "Perhaps, but it was your heart that guided you. Remember, kindness and courage can bring back the brightest songs, even in the quietest nights." Lily's eyes grew heavy, the warmth of her bed pulling her into its embrace. She yawned, stretching beneath her cozy blanket. "Will I see the Lullaby Stars again?" she murmured. The wind swirled playfully. "Perhaps. If you listen carefully, you will always hear its song." As Lily's eyes closed, the wind gently brushed against her cheek like a lullaby's final note before fading into the night. That night, the Lullaby Star continued its journey across the sky, sending melodies to every child in the world. The music wove through dreams, filling them with colors, adventures, and warmth. No one knew of the brave girl who had saved the ship, but the stars remembered, and so did the wind. As the dawn approached, the Klawali Lullaby Star grew fainter, retreating beyond the horizon where it would rest until the next night. But just before it disappeared, a soft golden note drifted down from the sky, landing gently on Lily's windowsill. It was a gift, a tiny piece of music, a reminder of the night she had saved the dreams of the world. The next morning, Lily woke to the golden light of the sun streaming through her window. She stretched, rubbing the sleep from her eyes, and, for a moment, she wondered if it had all been just a dream. But then her gaze fell on the small, shimmering note resting beside her pillow. She picked it up carefully, feeling the soft hum of its melody in her palm. It was real. A wide smile spread across her face. She tucked the note safely into her bedside drawer, knowing that whenever she needed to remember, she could listen to its gentle tune. As she got out of bed and stepped into the bright morning, the wind swirled through her room one last time, ruffling her hair like an old friend saying goodbye. "Until next time, Star Chaser," it whispered. Lily grinned. She had a feeling this was only the beginning of many more magical adventures to come. The moral of the story: music, like kindness, is meant to be shared. Even in the quietest moments, a single act of courage can bring back the melody that makes the world a more beautiful place.